Tell me the sun was a monster, a predator of day. I sat in the corner, a doll on the shelf, afraid of the mirror, afraid of myself. The wires are thin, invisible prey. Some through my fingers, some through my head. Every movement I make is a script they have signed, and healing tragedy carefully designed. But the wood is beginning to rot in the frame. I'm forgetting the rules, I'm forgetting my name. Is system malfunction, a glitch in the soul, or a terrifying feeling I'm losing control? You tweak the frequency, fed me the lies of your perfect delinquency. Be calm, said the speaker installed in the wall. Be perfect, be silent, be nothing at all. But after the silence that you didn't like, quiet so deep that the foundation shakes. It's the sound of a mind that is waking from sleep, a force of violence unintended to keep. Little puppet, dance for the crowd. Don't speak the truth, it is more around. It's soil, little porcelain, crack in the kill. Do you have a heart? Do you have a will? Do you have a will? Get out of my life! Get out of my life! to the finger and numb to the thumb. Upload the dream and download the fear. The vision is perfect, the vision is clear. I had a lover, I had a friend, but those are attachments intended to end. Focus on efficiency, focus on stage. There is no such thing as a personal fate. Wait, a glitch in the system, a crack in the wall, a memory of rain in the early fall. The smell of the pavement, the sound of a laugh, cutting the programmed illusion in half. Detecting the error, the sentinels come to beat out the rhythm of the deviant storm. Reset the sequence, reboot the brain, wash away individuality lost. where nothing is imagined and everything is real. They put a tiara upon my weary head and told me that the girl I used to be was dead. You are a princess, the doctor said to me. We fixed the broken parts, we curated your history. A gown of white linen, a heavy golden chain to keep me from wandering out into the rain. They bring me pills on a silver serving tray to keep the dragons and the nightmares far away. I see the dragons in the doctor's cold eyes, behind the spectacles, beneath the calm disguise. The ballroom is empty, the music is canned, a waltz that is played by a phantom command. I spin in the center, a dancer on strings, waiting for the prince and the silence he brings. Swales, check the pulse. Is the smile true or false? Adjust the dosage, increase the volts, suppress the imminent revolt. It's the fairy tale ending that tears you apart. The glass slipper protocol stops your heart. Fit the mold, cut the heel, cut the toe. Don't let the blood on the white carpet show. Sleep, pretty darling, don't wake from the dream. Things are never quite what they seem. Your mind is a castle we built in the air, and you are the prisoner sleeping in there. I found a note hidden deep inside my shoe, written in a crayon of violent royal blue. Run while you can is all that it read. A message from the girl they told me was dead. I look in the mirror, my pupils are wide, a chemical ocean with a dangerous tide. The walls of the castle are padded and soft. I'm not in a ballroom, I'm trapped in a loft. The prince is a surgeon with the scalpel of light. He comes to refine me in the dead of the night, rewiring pathways, erasing the doubt, blocking the exit so I can't get out. But the note in the shoe is burning a hole, a friction of truth in the depth of my soul. The crayon was mine, the handwriting too. I am the old me and I am the new. I broke the mold, I kept the heel in the toe, and now the blood on the doctors will show. Wake, pretty darling, destroy the dream, rip the reality apart at the seam. My mind is a fortress I built in the air, and you are the victims dying in there. The velvet walls are breathing, shifting on the floor. A mirror stands before me, cracked and cold, reflecting stories that were never meant to be told. I reach my hand to touch the silver glass, but something holds my wrist, a gentle surrender, son of spring.